You know what? KIRP TV, KIRP radio
So
show.
I'm reading a story on a 7-year-old uh, honor roll student. Not that that matters. That honor roll stuff, man, does not even matter to me. No disrespect to anyone's children that are making the honor roll. Okay, that's a great accomplishment. Shout out to all those children and all those parents. Uh, a 7-year-old child um, was reprimanded in school for having a part in their hair, a line in his head, a line, a simple line, uh, a design, if you will. Uh, and apparently, the school handbook in this place says you cannot have designs in your hair in parts longer than a few inches. Y'all wonder why the hell I homeschool my children, or why we homeschool our children. Let me just go a step forward for a second. Black people and some people will listen to this and say, "Oh, Pudgy, it's not about race, blah 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 blah." I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm not even talking to you. Black people, let me speak directly to black people, to my black people, to people that are within my ethnicity and that derives in my culture. If y'all don't get over y'all damn selves, man, you know, get over yourself, man. I mean, get over yourselves. Stop being afraid. Stop listening to every damn body. You know, stop acting stupid when you hear about people going against the grain. And if you keep leaving it up to your damn, to society to teach your damn children, or to treat your children equally, or to give your children value, you're going to lose your damn child, if not to the streets, but you're going to lose them to medication. You're going to lose them to a culture that tells them you should be suspended for having some individuality, when this same damn culture and this same damn school is telling them it's okay for a boy to wear a freaking dress. But it's not okay for a boy to have a part in his head, a 7-year-old child to have a part in their head. And in the same breath, a lot of y'all got the nerve to shun people because they're homeschooled, or because we homeschool our children, and we don't want to put our children in some dumbass society like this, where they suspend 7-year-old students who don't get in trouble, who makes great grades, who every teacher has a positive thing to say about from the records that I've seen. And they're kicking our damn kids out of school for nothing. And it ain't only our kids, because this whole society is screwed up, if you ask me, for all people. But I'm talking directly to black people, because you know what? We're the people who are always talking. We're always freaking criticizing other black people who are trying to do things, or anybody else. And we're quick to say, oh, that's not for us. But black people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And we're the people being taken advantage of 95% of the time in our own schools. We're also the people who don't show up to the PTA, PTO, school board, in local elections. We're the same damn people who don't show up for these things. This is ridiculous, man. I'm so damn tired of seeing people manipulating these kids. I'm so damn tired of everybody speaking out for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that feels offended by some certain situation. Meanwhile, and I'm sick and tired of everybody talking about the damn police. You're more likely to get killed by somebody walking up the damn street than the police, by the way. And everybody crying about the police are the first people calling them. Something goes wrong, somebody breaking your house, somebody does something to you. Y'all get your asses on the phone and you dial 911 and you calling the very people that you got to beef against. And I know a lot of black kids are targeted out here. I know that they are. I know that people stereotype what we look like more than what other people look like. I understand that, but I also understand when you take a stance to go against the grain, to look different, to act different, to sound different, even if it's within your culture, you're going to be singled out. So I understand that you got to take the good with the bad. Am I making an excuse? Hell no, I'm not making an excuse. Hell no, I'm not making an excuse for these bigots. I won't dare make an excuse for these bigots. Absolutely not. I wouldn't dare make an excuse for these clans who are hiding behind a badge, whose father's father hid behind that badge and told them this is what you need to do. It happens. It goes on. This is realistic what I'm talking about. You don't have to like it. Folks who are always talking about it's not about race, but a lot of the times it's not about race to you, but it's about race to the individuals who are going through their ordeal and the people on the other end of the battle, on the other end of the stick. It's about race to those individuals, but maybe not always. Now, when you make a rule like no designs in your hair, that makes me wonder, man, especially in a society like today. See, that's where you really got to pay attention. We're talking about a society like today. This is 2016, where we're talking about same gender restrooms, but somewhere, somebody, and I want y'all to really boil down. I want you to really think about this, right? I want you to really think about it for a second. It's 2016 now, where boys are wearing dresses as a statement and a freedom, as freedom of their expression, right? Where people are challenging the laws, and this is America, this is why I'm bringing this up, and I'm a Christ-believing Christian, it is what it is, right? Where people are challenging the laws that says we must swear on the Holy Bible. Where they're saying, I want to swear on the Quran, I want to swear on this, I want to swear. I don't give a damn what you swear on. I'm just talking about what we're facing right now, and I'm talking about the situation at hand. And I'm trying my best to challenge you into what you think, because guess what? I can't live and die for you. My belief in Jesus ain't going to save you, and your belief in Allah ain't going to save me. If we could get along and you believe what you believe and I believe what I believe, I know that my God is a higher power, and I don't care what you believe. And at the end of the day, if you believe in what I believe and you leave this earth, it's all good. But if you believe in what you believe and it's not Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, then all bets are off as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, but I can't live and die for you just like you can't live and die for me. In the end, like my Savior, I accept whatever you bring to the table, brothers and sisters. It's all love, because that's what I believe in. I believe in love. But let me get back to this topic. It's 2016. We're in the era of same-sex marriage, right? We're in the era of alternative parenting, right? 2 women, 2 men, whatever. 3 parents, 4, whatever. We're also in an era of same gender neutral bathrooms, where a boy and a girl could go in the bathroom and use the same bathroom, co-ed bathrooms, if you will, right? We're also in the end of transsexual activity at an all-time high, right? We're in an era where young boys and young girls are dressing in drag or dressing like the opposite sex because they feel like they're in the opposite sex. We're also in the era of genderless roles, where people have children and they don't give them a gender until the kids decide what they want to be. This is reality in 2016. And I could go on, but I'm just trying to challenge you to think about this for a second so you can get on my level, because I can recognize this stuff real quick, right? So again, it's easy for you to say it's not about race. It's easy for you to say that when you're not involved. For you, it may not be about race. But for me, somebody with an eye like me that can see like me, that been through things like this like me, I can see that it is about race. The core of it is about race. So I'm trying to put you on game. So check this out. In all those things that I just named, right? We in that era in 2016. This is where we are in 2016. But somewhere somebody found the time to throw in this rule book or this index or what may have you, or in these bylaws or whatever, wherever they put it. In the end, somebody somewhere found it viable to add in this rule book the phrase or a phrase that says you can't have a design in your hair longer than 2 to 3 inches. In all this other drama that's accepted in America in 2016, whether you believe in it or not, somebody somewhere had a revelation, I guess you want to call it, or an epiphany, if that's what you want to call it, or an agenda, that's what I want to call it, that says you can't have a design in your hair longer than 2 to 3 inches. You can't have a part in your hair because that's distracting. That could be a gang sign. That could be, I don't know what the hell they came up with. I don't even know how you come up with that with the sane mind and actually write this into some sort of bylaws or some sort of laws and make it make sense when you present it, that says a person with a part in their head longer than 2 to 3 inches should be suspended from school? For how long? Until the part grows back? I'm out of here, man. KRP Radio Show, KRP TV. Y'all know where to find me. One love.